definitely think this is a football team that's and a program that continues to be trending in the right direction in college football. I still believe that. One game does not change the direction of where we're heading. It's an honor to be their head football coach, and there's a locker room full of hurt kids right now and coaches. But I'm extremely proud of their want to, extremely proud of their desire and their fight. It's a good football team. Hats off to Coach Frost and his Central Florida team. They've done a tremendous job, and they're very deserving of the ranking that they've gotten. You know, I know he's got a lot going on. I want to wish him and his wife the best as they introduce their first child into their family. You know, I talked about that before the game, and but he's done a great job, and so is their staff. Hats off to them. They got a good football team, but so do we, and I firmly believe that. I think this football team, while the end result wasn't what we wanted tonight, we got better. We continue to get better, and we always talk about being golden in the month of November. I know that that's a football team that knows that we played them all the way to the bitter end right here, and had our chances to win. But it's so good to see so many former players back out. I think our sideline was full of them. Just the buzz around campus this week, the buzz that our program is created is special, especially as we're building this program. We got a long way to go, but we are getting better, and we need them. We need our former players back, and it's good to see them back. A lot of them, and I know that there'll be a lot that'll give me text messages and all that. So we need you, and we appreciate your support. We had over 600, or right at 600, recruiting tickets out. It was great to see the buzz across our state, the surrounding states, with the recruits to come in. All the high school coaches, I think we had close to 200 high school coaches across our state, Dallas area here. And we had some distinguished alumni, one of those being a high school coach, Coach Randy Allen. I know he's been honored and as a distinguished alumni, and also a very done a great job as a high school coach. So we had a lot of that, a lot of high school coaches, a lot of recruits. It was great to see. Man, I just, you know, as you build this team, build this program, you start talking about the culture. And I talk about it each week. And one of the things we talk about is having a confidence, a belief, and faith that the process will bring results. And we challenged our guys this week really hard, to create an edge and to have a want to. That this game's going, the month of November is going to come down to a want to. Everybody's at the same stage of their season. Everybody's in that final grind. It's going to come down to a want to. And if your want to and your care to is greater, then things prevail. And while it didn't prevail on the scoreboard tonight, that confidence, belief, and faith that same mentality each and every week will pay off. We got an opportunity to have a special November, a golden November, as we talk about. That doesn't get taken away tonight. We control our own destiny still, regardless of the outcome of that ball game. Regardless, win by 7, lose by 7. Doesn't matter. We still control our own destiny on our side of the division. We still got to play 3 really quality teams, and but those 3 quality teams, if you went out, you set yourself up to possibly have a rematch with these guys again. So you're still in control of your destiny, and that's all you can ask for going into your final 21 days. 1 day, 21 times. So the season's got to start tomorrow. I know there's a lot of hurt in there, a lot of hurt, but there's a lot to build on too. And you know, one of the things that I shared with the team in there was we're good enough to play with and compete with and to beat some of the best teams in the country. We're good enough. The one thing we're not good enough, though, is to beat SMU. We can't beat SMU. All right? We can't let SMU beat SMU. And we had that tonight. We had some opportunities tonight, very uncharacteristic of us, very uncharacteristic. Fumble the ball going in to score. We haven't, that hasn't been us. Some critical drops by our 3 top guys. I mean, man, they've made, how many plays have they made for us this year? That happens. That happens. And I know those guys are sick and upset, but you know what? That's football. They'll be better. They'll respond. We love them, and I'm so proud of them. But when you get those against a great team like that, things happen. And but I do know this, that our guys are good enough to play with and beat some of the best teams in the country. We're not far away. Let me just tell you, we're not far off. That team's deserving of a top 15 ranking, undefeated. We're not far off. Challenged our guys to be more consistent in all phases. And I thought we did that tonight. I thought defensively, while the yardage may not have represented it, I thought that might have been collectively outside of some busts, and those were key busts. But again, you can't have missed tackles against a team with that kind of speed and get away with just a 10-yard gain. Those things turn into 25 and 30-yard gains and touchdowns. But outside of a few of those, I thought defensively we played, we swarmed to the ball better. We did a lot. We created 3 turnovers, a pick 6. But again, we got to clean up a few of those mistakes. Offensively, I talked a little bit about that. I'm proud of the effort of those guys, proud of Ben Hicks. We knew they were really, really talented defensively, especially in their up front and their linebacker core. It was hard. It was tough sledding tonight. As far as running the football, we were able to get off some runs on some occasions, but to be consistently and consistent running the football, that was tough sledding. Credit those guys. Special teams, I thought we kicked the ball well. I thought we punted the ball well. Obviously, we left 3 points out on the field tonight, which was critical. And again, those things just can't happen against a team of that caliber. So with that, season's going to start tomorrow. 3-game season, 3 one-game seasons. And these guys will be, they're resilient. They'll bounce back, and we'll be ready to go.
This is the 4th game in a row that the opponent has run for over 200 yards. What did you see?
Yeah, I saw a lot of fast guys. I saw a really good football team is what I saw. A really good football team. I saw us miss some tackles, get ungap sound, and against a team with that type of speed, when you give them a gap, they're going to be gone. And so, yeah, that they were. I thought that that was some critical errors, but that's I mean they got a really good football team, yeah, and they've run at a very fast pace, and I don't know their exact yardage, but they've done some good things, and there was some challenges out there on the field that we knew we were going to have, and we had to play well, and but there were some times that we broke down in some areas. They rushed for 203 yards against us, and we rushed for 206. So yeah.
When you talk about the swarming nature of your defense tonight, and you got 7 tackles for loss, you held UCF 20 points under its season average, but then you look at the fact that, yes, they ended up winning the game, and you did give up 615 yards. Is it hard to sell your defense on the fact that you were pleased with a lot of what they did?
Well, obviously, I'm pleased with their effort, and again, there were some breakdowns. Again, you go against a really good football team. I mean, they made some plays. I mean, hats off to McKenzie Milton. He's been completing 73% of his passes coming into this game, and he was 23 of 40, but probably none bigger than a 3rd down where he split 2 defenders down their sideline. That was a huge play for a touchdown. We're there. The guy made a great play. They made a great catch. I mean, that's what great teams do. There's a reason why they're undefeated. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff we got to clean up. I mean, there was some things that we did to beat ourselves, but again, they got a good football team.
You look like your post-game visit with Coach Frost was a little longer than some that you've had with other coaches. Can you share at all what you and he discussed?
Well, I mean, you know, obviously he just shared, you know, what he thought of us, and thought we were really a good football team, and wished us the best, and we played their tail off, and I just wished him the best of luck on the rest of the season, and with his new addition to his family.
Do you have an update on Hayden Howerton?
I do not.
How much conversation is there when something like that happens, when Hayden goes down, or Nick a couple weeks ago? How much are you involved with in the conversation with Coach Fry as to how to juggle that line, or is that all him?
No, we knew what we were going to do. I mean, you practice those things, so you knew that you just make a move and bring Bryce in, and you slide guys around. I mean, those are just some things that you do, So Jacob goes down, you move Jacob around and move Bryce in, and just it's just like it's putting a puzzle together. That's what it turns into. That's why you cross-train those guys.
What do you think went wrong on that last drive?
Well, I thought we had, and again, I'm just from the sidelines. I don't know. I thought that obviously had a key drop on that drive. That was critical. I thought that James was open on that last play. Again, from the sidelines, it's hard to see, but guys just trying to make a play, not in the game with the ball in your hand, and you give Ben credit for that.
Last week, James had 123 yards. Tonight, 173. Is it simply a matter of the particular matchup with these defenses, or is he doing something significantly different or better in the last couple of weeks that's allowed them to put up bigger numbers?
I think it's a lot of both, really. I think the way people are playing us, and James, James is the outlet on some of them. He made, obviously, the first play of the game was critical for him to gain some yardage right there. But again, it's they were really good in the secondary. I do know that. They had a really good bunch. All-American back there at corner, and safeties were aggressive. And I knew that they were going to play corner and physical, but that's everybody. Everybody plays that. So really, it's each week someone has a different hot hand. I mean, it's just kind of the way our offense is kind of went.
Xavier Jones carried the ball 19 times tonight. What has he done to sort of earn the main workload there?
I just think again, you roll with guys in and out, and Braden's now become more of into the return game with us as well, and so Kamen has been carrying the ball quite a bit. Didn't carry too much tonight. Again, we were kind of caught in a situation right there of it was tough sledding up front. I mean, again, it was some tough running. And just kind of the explosiveness that Xavier gave us, and just kind of the way we went. You kind of go with a hand that you feel like is kind of running with you. So, but they all are very worthy of everything they give. But again, I'm proud of our guys.
It looked like Prochet made that great catch on the right sideline. That got overturned, and then Trey, just dropped the football on fourth down. And then Delonte Scott made the big sack. How do you think the kind of roller coaster of emotions affected y'all in those last few minutes?
Yeah, I really, obviously when you go back with James on the sideline, the replay overturned it. Again, it looked like a catch to me, but obviously they get a chance to review it. So that was a key play. And then obviously we all know that the fourth down with Trey, and bless his heart, he's a competitor, man. How many catches has that guy made? I mean, he's made some unbelievable catches in this program, and I know he's sick about that, but that's he's all right. He'll bounce back, as we all will. We had the big stop with Delonte on the sack, and that's all you ask. Get the ball in your hand. 2 minutes and 30-something seconds to go, 2:44, whatever it was, and with two timeouts or a timeout, and chance to go win the game. I mean, that's what you ask for. That's what you work for. So I don't think it was any range of emotion. I think there was a lot of excitement after Delonte got the stop, got a second chance at it, you know. And obviously, you gotta make plays, and that happens. But again, you got to give them credit too.
Jordan Wyatt set the program record today for defensive touchdowns. What kind of mark do you think that he's left at SMU?
Yeah, you know, Jordan's a leader. He's been selected as a team captain by his peers. From where this young man's started when we got here to where he is right now, it's phenomenal. I'm really proud of Jordan. You know, he'll only continue to get better. He's a tough kid. He's tough. You gotta love guys like that. And you know, he sets the edge on that side of the ball. Him and Lawler. So I'm really proud of those two guys.